This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 240, When You're Extremely Unmotivated and Disconnect, by Derek Sivers of Sivers.org.
Get ready to maximize your potential with Optimal Living Daily, the podcast that brings you the best in personal development and productivity every day of the week. Your optimal life awaits. Now here's your host, Justin Malik.
Hey, welcome to Optimal Living Daily. I'm Justin Malik. This is the podcast where I read to you from amazing bloggers like The Minimalists, Ramit Sethi, Leo Babauta of Zen Habits, Steve Pavlina, and Derek Sivers on topics like personal development, productivity, minimalism, and happiness. And today's featuring that last author I mentioned, Derek Sivers, who sold his company for like $20 million and gave it away to charity. Pretty awesome guy. I used to do Sivers Sunday every week, but his posts are really short on average, and I covered a lot of them, so I was kind of running out of content, but he recently posted more, so I'm going to read to you 2 short posts today from his blog. But before we get into it, if you find value in this show, I put up a little how to help page that goes over many different ways that you can show your support. I'd love it if you could check it out. You can contribute financially, but if you can't afford it, I totally understand. And there's many other things you can do to help out this podcast and keep it alive. Just visit oldpodcast.com/support, or just visit oldpodcast.com and you can find the how to help page from there. I'd really appreciate it. And with that, let's get to these posts and start optimizing your life. When You're Extremely Unmotivated, by Derek Sivers of Sivers.org. I've been feeling extremely unmotivated lately. I don't know why. I look at things that excited me just a few months ago and I think, why bother? What's the point? I don't feel like doing anything. What do you do when you don't want to do anything? Well, I also have a list of things that I should do, things that really need doing, but I never feel like it. Boring things, necessary things, things I've been putting off for years but really do need to get done. The reason I never do them is I'm always more excited about something else. But I'm not excited about anything now, am I? So now when I'm not excited about anything else is a perfect time to do them. So I made a list of these necessary things and I've been getting them all done. It's not fun, but I use some caffeine and get through it. It actually feels pretty good. Conventional wisdom tells us to do the important and difficult thing first. But doing this boring work has moved me from a state of doing nothing to doing something. I'm just starting to feel like doing something important again. So next time you're feeling extremely unmotivated, do those things you never want to do anyway. Disconnect, by Derek Sivers of Sivers.org. Someone asked me what I remember as the best times of my life. They're almost all times when I was being the most productive, when I was creating the most. Turning my ideas into reality is what I want the most out of life. So that's what gives me the deepest happiness. Then I realized that all the best, happiest, and most productive times in my life were when I was completely cut off. No internet, no TV, no phone, no people. Long, uninterrupted solitude. When I was 22, I quit my job and spent 5 months alone in a house on the Oregon coast, practicing, writing, recording, exercising, studying, learning. No internet, no TV, no phone, no people. I only drove into the city once a month to see friends and family. The rest was completely disconnected. In those 5 months, I wrote and recorded over 50 songs, made huge improvements in my instrumental skills, read 20 books, some of which changed my life, lost 20 pounds, and got into the best physical shape of my life. Not only that, but I was the happiest I'd ever been. When I was 27, I moved to the woods of Woodstock and did that again. Months and months of lovely solitude. That's how I started CD Baby. It's not that I hate people. The other best times of my life were with people. But it's interesting how many highlights were just sitting in a room in that wonderful creative flow, free from the chatter of the world. No updates, no news, no pings, no chats, no meetings, no surfing, no blogs. Silence is a great canvas for your thoughts. That vacuum helps turn all your inputs into output. That lack of interruption is a great ingredient for flow. Every business wants to get you addicted to their infinite updates, pings, chats, messages, and news. But if what you want out of life is to create, then those things are the first to go. People often ask me what they can do to be more successful. I say, disconnect, unplug, turn off your phone and Wi-Fi, focus, write, practice, create. That's what's rare and valuable these days. You get no competitive edge from consuming the same stuff everyone else is consuming, but it's rare to focus, and it gives such better rewards. You just listened to the posts titled When You're Extremely Unmotivated and Disconnect by Derek Sivers of Sivers.org. I found this super interesting. I've mentioned this on the podcast before, but I used to track everything I did every day. Well, not used to, I still do that, but what I haven't done in a while is also track my mood every day. I did that for a long period of time too, and I would rate my day from 1 to 10, where 1 would be the worst days of my life and 10 the best. And when I went back and sorted the spreadsheet by my highest mood days, I found that almost all of them, if not all of them, were when I was spending time with other people. To me, that was super surprising because I'm a severe introvert. Like, I test a maximum on the Myers-Briggs personality type test for introversion, and Derek Sivers is also an introvert. So when he mentioned that some of his best moments in life were alone, it's not surprising, but sort of is at the same time, only because I really love my alone time, but I don't feel the same way. I don't remember amazing moments when I'm alone. Although when I tracked my mood back then, I wasn't doing a lot of creating and wasn't as much into entrepreneurship as I am now. So maybe that would be different now. Maybe when I'm alone, I'm doing a lot more creative and bigger things. So maybe I would get a lot more high mood days. I'll have to check that out. But anyway, I thought that was fascinating, and hopefully you enjoyed these posts too. And like I mentioned earlier, if you're benefiting from this podcast, want to help keep it going, you can add a lot of value if you show some support. I put up a page with many different ways to help out. It's at oldpodcast.com/support, or just visit oldpodcast.com and look for the How to Help page. Thanks so much, and have a happy Sunday. I'll be back tomorrow with Minimalist Monday featuring the Minimalists. How convenient. I'll see you there where your optimal life awaits.
Hey, this is Dan from the Optimal Finance Daily podcast, which is a lot like this show, except more focused on personal finance. Justin handpicks the best posts he can find from blogs and authors like Ramit Sethi, Mr. Money Mustache, and more, and I read them to you 5 days a week. So if you enjoy this podcast, come on over and subscribe to Optimal Finance Daily too. And together, we'll optimize your financial life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode, and head to oldpodcast.com. That's oldpodcast.com for a free gift, as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.